It was supposed to be a quiet night, just me, my book, and the rhythmic patter of rain against the windows. My parents were away, and I had the whole house to myself. I settled into the familiar embrace of my favorite armchair, the pages of my novel whispering promises of adventure and escape. But as the wind held outside, the power flickered, casting shadows that danced across the walls. I shrugged it off, thinking it was just the storm. I was wrong. The first sign came as a soft creak, barely perceptible, like the house was exhaling. I paused, straining to listen. Was it just the old floorboards settling? I tried to convince myself it was nothing, but then came the rustle, a faint whisper that sent a shiver down my spine. I glanced around, half expecting to see someone standing there, but the room was empty. The house was old, full of memories, but tonight, it felt alive in a way that made my skin crawl. I needed a snack, something to ground me in reality, so I pushed myself up and headed to the kitchen. That's when I noticed the back door, slightly ajar. I was sure I had locked it. My heart raced as I approached, the chill of the night creeping in through the gap. I locked it again, my hands trembling, and checked the windows, each click of the latch echoing in the silence. I told myself it was just the wind, just a draft, but deep down, I felt the weight of something lurking just beyond the threshold. Returning to the living room, I caught a glimpse of something in the reflection of the TV screen, a shadow moving down the hallway. I froze, my breath hitching in my throat. There was no one there, just the empty hallway, stretching into darkness. My heart raced, pounding like a drum, and the air grew colder, wrapping around me like a vice. Then my phone rang, slicing through the silence. A blocked number. I hesitated, but curiosity got the better of me. "Hello," I whispered, my voice barely above a breath. There was only silence on the other end, a heavy, suffocating silence, until it was broken by the sound of breathing. My stomach dropped. "Who's there?" I asked, but the line went dead, leaving me in a void of uncertainty. Panic surged through me as I heard footsteps approaching, slow and deliberate. I grabbed a kitchen knife, my heart racing as I slipped into the closet, the darkness swallowing me whole. I could see through the slats, my breath hitching as a shadowy figure entered the room. He was searching for something, his movements erratic, but he didn't see me. Just as he turned to leave, a loud crash echoed from upstairs, and he bolted, leaving me trembling in the dark. I couldn't stay there. I had to move. I slipped out of the closet, adrenaline coursing through my veins, and sprinted for the front door. I threw it open and dashed into the storm, the rain drenching me as I ran, my heart pounding like a war drum. I didn't look back, praying I wasn't followed, the chaos of the night swallowing me whole. I made it to a neighbor's house, breathless and terrified. They called the police, and when they arrived, they found nothing. No signs of forced entry, no trace of the figure that had invaded my home. Just a single muddy footprint leading from the back door, a chilling reminder that I wasn't alone that night. As they left, I stood there, the weight of the night pressing down on me. They found nothing, but I knew I wasn't alone. Some visitors leave without a trace, but their presence lingers, haunting the corners of our minds, a silent reminder that sometimes the scariest things are the ones we cannot see